Some marks, the 4 marks, which are for group dynamics, will again take into account your group participation, how you as a group have fared or dealt with the topic. So all the members of the group would get same marks out of 4. That is for group dynamics, and the rest of the 6 marks are individual. So what your content is like, the kind of leadership abilities that you show, or any other skills, coordination, listening skills, all of these account for individual assessment. So you will be assessed on both grounds, your ability as a group as well as at the individual level. So it will be for 10 marks, 4 marks for your content. I think I made a mistake in the notice. I realized that later. The total comes to 11 over there, but 4 marks would be for your content, the kind of ideas that you put forth, the examples, data, statistics, or anything, however strong your argument is, that would account for 4 marks. 4 marks for your soft skills that you portray, so leadership, listening or coordinating, trying to collaborate properly with others, you are able to come to a consensus, or you still keep on arguing about the topic, etc. Those account for 3 marks. So a total of 10 marks would be, you would be assessed for this particular activity. Okay, any other questions, any doubts about this? All right. So we'll have 2 groups today. Group number 1 is already given the topic. Shall we begin group 1? Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So each group will get about 15 to 20 minutes. Try to wind up the discussion in that time. One person will also have to, keep a tab of the time. Try not to get carried away. Okay. In group 1, you have roll numbers 1 to 7. I'll read out the names again. There's Alfred, Alicia, Pratik, Vinod, Shubham, Aditya, and Khushbu. These are group 1. And in group 2, 8 to 14, so that's Yash, Steve, Rahul, Utkarsha, Chris, Pratna, and Sonam. So whenever the group 1 is ready, I'll also announce the topic for group 2, so that they can also get some time to prepare. Group 1, is your topic clear? Okay, group 1 topic is feminism necessary, or is feminism required? But I don't want to, give it way ahead, so that everybody gets equal, chance to prepare. Otherwise, you always get a lot of time to prepare. I'll let you know the topic once group 1 begins with their discussion. Firstly, is everyone from group 1 present? Is Khushbu here? Khushbu, Aditya, Shubham, Pratik.
Yes, ma'am, present.
Yes, ma'am, present.
Okay. Okay, this is for everyone. In case, due to any reason, you're not able to participate in your own group discussion, you're supposed to inform me. You have my number, you have my email ID. Just let me know beforehand. Otherwise, it is difficult for me to conduct a group discussion if you will be the only person who has missed out. Okay, so try to let me know beforehand so that we can make some adjustment. Group 1, I think we can begin in the next 2 minutes. By the time I'll put the topic of group 2 in the chat box. Group 1, let's begin. Lucas, Alicia, Pratik, Vinod,
Hello.
Shubham. Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Did we start, everybody? I'm so sorry, Kushbu.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me just check if everybody is present. Lucas, Alfred, Alicia is present. Pratik,
Present, ma'am.
Vinod,
Present, ma'am.
Shubham,
Present, ma'am.
and Aditya.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, and Khushbu is present. Okay. Uh, yes, Alfred, you're not audible. Maybe check your connection. If not this, then you'll have to participate in some other group's discussion. So figure that out. I think group 1 can begin.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good
Okay.
afternoon.
Good
Good afternoon.
afternoon.
So, our topic for today is feminism necessary. So, I'd like to give a basic intro on what feminism is. Feminism is basically, general rights for women and asking for equality for both the genders. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, Alicia. So we are living in 21st century. So as we know, the woman empowerment is going on in every country. In a global level. So I don't think I don't think feminism is still needed.
Are you sure Khushbu feminism is not needed? Because according to the 2019 survey, 19% of women still do not receive the same, pay cut as their male counterparts, even though they work at the same position. So, do you think we don't need feminism here, so that there is an equal pay for both the genders?
Yes, I agree with you, Alicia. Feminism is needed where there is partiality between men and women, but where there are equal opportunities given to both, there it is not needed.
Are we
Exactly, Shubham.
okay?
Exactly, Shubham.
But
I think.
Pratik, you can go ahead. I'm so sorry. Pratik, you
Okay,
can
okay,
continue.
okay. So yes, Shubham. I think feminism should be called as equal power, not girl power versus gender power, right?
No, Pratik, I did not understand your point. Can you say it again?
I mean, feminism is not about girl power; it's about equal power. I think so.
But are you sure?
Yeah, yeah, correct.
But
I
are
agree
you
with it.
sure women are getting recognized or anything? It's yes, we say it is equal power. It is equal power. But I have seen a lot of cases where women are not getting the equal power. So, Pratik, what are your
Yeah, in
thoughts?
the areas where,
Yes, yes.
uh, sorry, Pratik, you can continue then I'll.
Okay, so Alicia, you're saying that many women are not getting equal rights.
Yeah,
Correct. I
they
agree
can.
with you, but I think we need to change our mindset about that because females are actually getting too much, like
Too
they
much.
have too much power of. There we have the case of our recent cases of that Priyadarshini. Then there were also cases of somewhat. I don't know what the show was. There also the girl hit the boy. So
Pratik, can I interrupt you?
yes, yes.
The girl hitting the boy in the Lucknow incident is not an example of feminism. It is an example of a woman misbehaving. I would request you to not join feminism with that incident.
Yeah, I agree with Alicia. In some
Yes.
areas where women are still not getting the rights, in that areas feminism should work. But in other areas where all are given equal rights, their feminism shouldn't work.
Okay.
Actually,
Aditya.
hello, hello. Yes, actually, I wasn't just telling that she did that for feminism. I was just pointing out that false accusation is one of the biggest problem about feminism, because women's opinion or women's are favored. I just wanted to say that. I'm
I
not
did not
saying
get your last point again, Pratik. Could you repeat?
I'm saying that false accusations are a
Okay.
problem here. Okay,
Okay.
not that.
How about we hear about this false accusations from our other members as well? Kushbu,
Yes.
Vinod, Alfred, Shubham. Would you all like to pitch in?
Yes, Alicia, I little bit agree with you that at some places feminism is necessary, but nowadays we hear the lot of news that a lot of women misuse this
Misuse.
power. So it's our responsibility to give them equal right, but not the criteria of feminism.
Um, uh, I would like to not completely agree, not disagree with your point, Kushbu, but the fact that people are misusing the name of feminism or they're doing certain things under the name of feminism is not the fault of the feminists or the ideology of feminists. People or women, pseudo feminists misusing it is their fault. So we should not throw bad light on the concept of feminism, right? Just because someone is misusing it, that does not mean we don't need it, right?
Exactly, Alicia.
Yeah.
I also agree with
Yeah,
you because
exactly.
everything has pros and cons.
And
Yeah, but keeping all this aside,
okay, yes,
go
Alfred, I'm
ahead.
so sorry. No, Alfred, you can
Okay,
continue.
okay. Keeping this all aside, I would like to say that in a developing country like India, both men and women should have a important role in developing the nation. So I say that feminism should be supported worldwide.
Yes, I completely agree with you, Alfred. India is still far away from developing, and India is a prime example of women, suffering from patriarchy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think feminism is very much needed in a country like India, where women are mistreated and not given equal rights, opportunities,
Yeah,
be
but
it
also at the same time, it should not be overused or misused. That's what I
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
say.
Overuse.
that's the.
Okay, I agree with the part where you said ki we shouldn't misuse it, but the part of being overused, I think, is the wrong term. I think there is no limit to how much we should empower women. Don't you all think, guys?
I think at this stage, men and women are equally have their rights,
Are we sure that men and women have equal rights?
or at least I can say almost. Okay,
Yes. Okay.
that would be a
Okay.
Okay, so we are trying. All of you are trying to say that
Yeah.
feminism should be a
Yes.
movement that. Uh,
I'll tell you all reasons why we need, like basic reasons why we need feminism. It's because obviously to promote the equality of both the sexes, to get rid of this male dominated society that we've all created. And in a lot of times, y'all have seen that men are not judged on their career choices. Meanwhile, women are ridiculed for, having choosing a full-time day job, and and they're supposed to be housewives or something like that. Don't you all think we need feminism for all that, so that we need feminism to break all the taboos we have in India, and not only in the city. A lot of times we're only focusing on the development of urban areas and not on the rural areas. So don't you all think women in the rural area should also get equal opportunities?
Yes, I agree with you, Alisha. To remove the old thinking of the people which were used in 90s and all. So we need feminism to remove that.
Yes, I agree. So, guys, have we reached to a conclusion?
Yes, so basically, freedom is the real feminism rather than equality.
yeah. Feminism should not be
Yeah.
treated like women having more power than men. It should be like both the sexes, men and women, both should have the same equal rights.
Okay. I hope it was a
Yeah, but
fruitful
basic is
discussion.
respecting each and every woman is important. We talk about
Yes.
all this and discuss it is not having any value, but still
Yeah, respecting
there
their
are some men which are
decisions.
disrespecting the woman, and the
Yes.
basic thing is respect each and every woman.
respect women, it is a given, right? So we can be the change, and we can start, by small baby steps, by respecting everybody. And if there is any gender discrimination happening around us, we make sure to raise a voice about it. Am I right, guys?
Yes,
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
And
Um,
also, a man or a male can also be a feminist. If you guys
yes,
know.
definitely. A feminist should not be limited to just a woman.
Female
Any,
yeah, or woman, yeah, right.
yes, exactly. Thank you, Alfred. So I think we can conclude this discussion. It was a very fruitful discussion. Thank you for participating.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Alicia.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Wonderful discussion. Okay, group two, are you ready? Group two, roll numbers 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yash, Steve, Rahul, Utkarsha, Chris, Pratna, and Sonam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Also,
Yes,
group
ma'am.
one, I did not tell you all. I mean, I forgot also to mention you are supposed to keep your videos on. Everyone, when you all are discussing. So, group one, that's okay. Group two onwards, now you all have to keep your videos on. Okay, you all may begin. Group two can begin.
Okay, so
I'll
okay, so
begin,
good.
ma'am. Okay,
Okay, that's
Chris,
fine.
go on.
Okay, I'll begin then. Okay, so good evening, everyone. So today we'll be discussing about data privacy and the right to privacy. So as we know, in today's modern world, we are surrounded by technology everywhere, and by using this technology, various companies and organizations are able to are able to track us and record data about us. So today we'll be discussing about the different points and your opinions on this topic. Would anyone like to start?
Yeah, I'll start here. But I'll just start with the meaning of each word, the topic of each word. First, social media. Now, this is the well-known word of our current generation or current environment. Social media is very well known. Now, digital spying, data breach, and the right to privacy. All this comes into consideration just because people are misusing. The young generations are misusing it. And also by section 12 of human right, we everyone is like everyone gets the right to privacy. So and data breach is stealing some secrets, using some secrets of one another. Uh, so here, like the topic means here, talking about all this. My view for this will be, uh, it should be strictly restricted to not use someone's secret, and should not violate someone's privacy.
Okay, so I
Yes, I totally
totally,
agree with that. Okay.
even I
Utkarsh,
agree
you can
with what
continue.
Pratna is saying. Also, talking about cyber stalking, many of the people share personal information and their photographs through social media accounts, and they find it safe. But it is like it is the tool which is used against them to harass them and blackmail. So, sharing any personal information or unnecessary information or our family details is always risky. So, thus that people should also take care that people should not share any personal information which is important for them through social medias, because 12% of online users are victim of cyber stalking and spying nowadays.
Yeah,
I would
Utkarsh, I agree with you. There is always fault of human error also. They scam under the greedy situation. Uh, uh, enter on this link, so you will get this amount of money and all. So they got greedy and they click, and all the information related to them will be shared on social media, and hackers will get their all information. So there is a fault of human error also. Right.
Yes,
Let me
I.
add one thing here. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we had a women development cell committee. We had advocate Noshin Yusuf. So this point of privacy, we had a point, like one of us had a question that in this like in this time we find in relationships a girl sharing her pictures or a girl sharing her very private images. So there the advocate assisted us that we have to be very much precaution, like we must have precaution. Like if you are into a relationship, if you are having your friend anyone else there, you have to understand it is not to picturize yourself. It is just a thought game or a thought working there, and not to share, like restrict yourself sharing this and maintaining your own privacy. This was to be added. Thank you.
Yes, I
Pradhana,
totally agree with that.
okay,
Okay, Rahul, you can.
continue. Okay, thank you, Chris. But what happen if somebody is not handling the social media as too much? Uh, but the main part is the email and phone number. If they get the email and phone number, then the higher possibility to the user uh, is a part of the phishing attack, and the too much information is lost when the emails and um, phone numbers are pirated. The well-known organizations like Yahoo, LinkedIn have too much users. Means like Yahoo.
So basically, the data breach has been spiked in recent years. Basically, that one story I have to share about the consulting agency Cambridge Analytica is a case in point. The firm exploited the private information of over 50 million Facebook users to influence the 2016 American presidential election. Also, we can see in a few months back an airways data breach occurred where the data of the customers such as credit card details have been exposed. So that's it.
Yeah, I totally
Also,
agree with what you have said. Like these according to me, massive organizations should also be held accountable for all these data breaches as well. Because I believe that data privacy, right to privacy, is the fundamental right of everyone. So there should be proper governing laws around these organizations to help to prevent all these data breaches. Like for example, in 2016, according to the EU, the European Union regulator for data privacy, there were around 573 data breaches, which resulted to like 18 million leak of 18 million this loss of privacy. So there should be proper regulations to prevent all this. And also, as just said, massive companies like Facebook should also put many like should sorry should also put in place many regulations to prevent these things. And like recently, as we saw as well, the Pegasus spyware that was built by an Israeli like tech firm, it was used to spy on many high-profile individuals. So I think these people should be held accountable, and the proper governing body should do the needful.
I'll tell you here, Chris, that we have such rules. Like the government has given such punishments to all this violence people, but then we as an individual do not know about the rights. This is the problem here, that already there are many governmental act released, but it's we who do not know that yes, here this is wrong, and we are supposed to stop it here.
Yes, yes, I totally
it's
agree.
it's
Everyone,
actually
yes,
yes,
continue.
I'm completely agree with you, Pratana. But nowadays, what happen? Most of the peoples are feared by AWS because there are the small ventures. They do not have the financial conditions, and they start up their ventures on AWS. So their all data are on the AWS, and Amazon Web Services can access their data. So in that case, if the venture is our Indian company, but the AWS is the international company, so the paradox is happen, and the privacy, or we can say that the personal information are pirated through third party. So both user and the small ventures is get in trouble.
Correct, correct. Good.
Yeah, and also talking about that bank account details leaking, like account number and credit card number and all these password are released. So there is one more reason for that. There are person who are less educated, or we say illiteracy, they got a call phone, and that person is asking for your credit number, and you should get that OTP, then send me that OTP. So this all, and that people don't know about that, that the people are fooling them. So there is also one main importance of education. So we have to tell everyone this about this.
It's basically being literate. Like with right of privacy, we should also
Yeah.
literate each other, that we know कि भाई crime है, we have to stop it.
Yes, there should definitely be like proper education for this. Like even when if you sign up for like an app or a web service, it should be properly mentioned. I feel that what you're exactly signing up for and where your data is going to be used as well, so that the user
So
knows prior to like signing up to the service that what is going to be happen or what is going to be like done to their data.
So Google this came with a proper solution. This Google is now using the features, or we can say the REST API. We can see in most of the website this that is a sign in with Google. So in this feature, the email or the uh, private personal information is getting more secure.
Yes, I would also like to add one point over here about restrictions. So, talking about social media, nowadays there are many children also from the age of 8 to 17 who use social media accounts, and they don't have any much idea about those, and mostly they keep their accounts public. So there is also like their profiles can be hacked, and so it can be like it is not good. So there means there should also be restrictions that children below the age of 18 should not be allowed to use social media accounts, according to me, because this will be threat for them only.
Yes, yes. Either their parents can support if they want to. Like if they are nowadays, we find youth very talented. This 8 to 17 range kids, their parents can handle, or their brother sister may have like a good hold on their account.
Okay, but nowadays Instagram are working on to start the new types of accounts like parent control accounts.
Mhm.
So the like Google Play Store have.
So like, is there? Do you want to add any more points to the topic?
Yeah, we conclude that yes, data privacy is important. We should have right of privacy, and from like as a student, we should share more and control this crime, because it is a crime violating someone's privacy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I just wanted to ask, Steve did not say anything.
Actually, like um, all the points that I was supposed to add on, like everything was covered, so I didn't feel like saying anything.
Steve, see, if you don't say anything at all, you're automatically eliminated. This is a group discussion. You have to be a part of it. You don't just have to listen. How else are you going to create an impression if you don't participate at all?
Okay, ma'am. So, can I say something on it now?
Yeah, go on.
Um, About data spying, the data breaching, and all this stuff. First, if you're signing up for any app or any company or so, before giving our personal information there, we must go through their terms and conditions as to how they handle private data. And um, secondly, what I would say, what the main point of discussion is, where's the line between what data are considered to be private and what not? Because there are a lot of companies like Amazon who use personal data to enhance user experience and this and that. So the main thing is, if you are in what you say, if you agree with the terms and conditions of a company, the what's bad is they selling your data to some other company without you knowing that. So that is where your privacy is at risk. So and this is something that you don't get to know if there's nothing, if there's not a problem. If there's no data breach, or if the data isn't leaked, no one gets to know that this is happening. Once there's a like global issue, then people come to learn, yeah, data were being sold, this and that was happening. So like there needs to be some, we I don't know how, but there needs to be some like provision, some ways that we need to come up to ensure like what's happening with our data. That's it.
Steve, you had good points to add, but you should have participated in the group discussion.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
So keep this in mind. If you go for an interview, if you have a group discussion round, what would you do in that case? Would you allow the others to talk and just not, try make any attempt at all?
No, I would say something. Actually, I don't know why I didn't say anything. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Even if the points get repetitive or something, you can re-emphasize. You can say that, okay, I agree with the points said by so and so person, and if you have something more to add, or if you have examples to reinstate the point, it will help build your argument. And you're also
Yes, ma'am.
kind of showing listening skills, that you were listening to your other members of the group. So try to engage. And I'm
Yes, ma'am.
surprised, like, did you all know he was a part of the group? Okay, so usually the mediator, someone who is initiating, has to keep a tab, see if everyone else has spoken. That is one additional responsibility that you have to have. Okay.
Personal life is also advertised more than other people, players in the sport.
Yeah, I also agree with Lekha. As she said, social media and media in general had played a really big role in the promotion of cricket. Like when it's a season of World Cup or IPL, the first thing you get to know is in the TV you'll start getting lots of ads coming. So even before the announcement starts, the media starts making it a big thing, and making ads. They even use the cricket players to be in the ads, and use them. So it's like the companies have paid the ad agencies more, and hyped it up more than usually how it has been. So it is actually overrated, and this doesn't happen most for the other sports or the Olympics. If you see, there were not much ads about the Olympics, like people celebrating about the Olympics or anything.
Exactly.
So this is
Only the winner is highlighted. That's it.
yeah, that's what. So yeah, that is something I wanted to add.
And
Yeah, so
al-
we are, yeah, so
and
we have
also,
to bring up a point over here. It also depends on the player or as you guys might have heard about Dhyan Chand in your like GK books and everyone. It also depends on the player. So if the player is able to perform on that level, directly the audience or people who are watching that sports will be more attracted towards it. And once they get more attracted towards that sports, of course the media will also show it up, and the rest of the sports will be diluted. So I think that's what is happening in our country now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Faisal. Like how you said, Major Dhyan Chand was the best player in the hockey, and at that time, major people focused on hockey. So like that now, after Sachin Tendulkar, Dhoni, and now Virat Kohli is the biggest player considered in cricket. And like many people are influenced by him, and most people look at him and how his life is, and get focused on cricket. Like playing cricket can be a really good way to make your life luxurious, or you may say attractive or fame. So people think, people not mainly kids of around 15 to 18 years of age, or even smaller than that, think that this person is doing well, so we can do also well. So they neglect other sports and focus on cricket, uh, as they think that it can give them the achievement that other people have achieved.
Also, I would like to add a point. There are like when the IPL season is going on, there are apps like Dream 11, etc., where we can actually make money through making a team, and if the team wins, we can also make money. So it indirectly it's a way to promote cricket, I think.
Yeah, that does not happen for other sports. Like other sports
Yeah.
are not given much priority for betting or all of that.
Yes, the same
And
thing
even
doesn't happen
talking
for
about
any other.
players, yeah, and as Friesen said that players are also important, but how much will a single player do, right? There has to be involvement of whole society into that, and there. So here, as I said, media plays a very important role. I think media should be more interested in other sports too, so that others are also highlighted and everything is given an equal importance, because everyone has a different liking for everything. And even I read an article 2 to 3 days before that cricket is actually considered as the fifth Veda of humanity after Hinduism and Christianity and all Sikhism. So that is really shocking. What you all have to say about it?
Onkar was saying something.
Yes, I agree with you guys, but I would like to add a few points about media. So, what does media do? Media wants the TRP. So, whatever the people want to see, the media provides them. So, it's not just the media; it's people also. And in 2017, when Sunil Chhetri, the captain of our India team of football, requested Indians to come to watch their match against Kenya, and also that stands where in getting the audience they had expected. Also, India women kabaddi team, which won the World Cup, had to go back to their homes in auto rickshaw from the airport. So I also think that management of other sports also plays an important role here.
Yeah, I think the support of government is also a key important role, because in that time when the hockey was just booming in India, we were not having the turf ground, where in other countries there was a turf ground. So I think in Uttarakhand or somewhere they have built the turf ground because the hockey thing was booming, hockey game was booming. So I think the government is also equally important to what to contribute towards which sport can be booming in India, or which sports can be like in upfront of the game. Yeah.
So I think we as a society should get involved into sports and watching sports more, so that we will be demanding sports. What do you all guys have to say about this?
Well, I think more sport community should be built in local area so that other sports like boxing, MMA, every other sport other than cricket should get prioritized.
Yes. This is also a very good point, Onkar. Thank you for this. That in the local areas there are no other sports. Like we only see cricket. We don't even see hockey and football. Like in Mumbai or Pune, there is more about. At least there, we can hear about football places which are like rural. There we have even not heard about hockey or say football or even take a thought on badminton. So this needs to be improved.
Yeah, and also I think that instead of having a PT lecture, as we all have the PT lecture in our high school days, right? So instead of that, I think we should have a separate sports type of subject from where the individuals can directly select which sports he or she wants to go in and can excel or develop in that field. Yeah,
That's a great idea.
yeah.
Yeah. So we would all like to conclude that yes, cricket is an overrated sport, but at the same time, we as a society should get involved into getting to know many other sports, and also the government should initiate something so that the people of India will come to know about many more sports. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.